Hello. Okay. Says I'm live. Hello, everyone. Hello, besties. Steph here. Just waiting for the notification to go out. So I did a poll, and the results were that 6 p.m. PST was the best time. And I'll go live again next week, and I'll do different time options as well. So, yay! As you get here, say hi in the comments. Even if you're watching this on the replay, just do like hashtag replay and say hi then. I always love to hear from you, whether it's during the live or if it's the replay. So today I just thought we'd chat, hang out, and all that. Hey, Sarah, you made it. I caught you before bedtime. How are you, girl? How are you doing? I wanted to hear about your classes and how everything's going. But first, before we do that, sorry, my nose is itching. Okay, so before we do that, let's just do a quick little centering exercise just so we can fill up on all of the really good vibes and energy. Also, how's my sounding? Because I want to make sure that I'm not getting like feedback or anything on your end because I have my speaker plugged in and I'm having like audio issues that I still have yet to figure out because I need a third party to help me figure out my speaker situation. Hello, Madeline Pink. Fun name. Okay, so let's go ahead. Hello, Brian. Okay. If you have a preferred name that you want me to call you, just go for it. Tell me in the comments. Otherwise, I'll just go by whatever name comes up. So let's start with just like a quick little centering exercise so we all feel centered and connected and know that we're in this like awesome space together. So go ahead and do that with me if you'd like. Just taking a nice deep breath. Close your eyes. And now I just want you to imagine your heart space and just whatever color resonates for you, for your heart space, like your heart energy, your love. Just imagine with your breath that you can see it expand with each breath. So as you breathe in, it expands. As you exhale, it expands. It just gets bigger and bigger. And you can feel it connecting to other people here in this community that are safe, supportive, and loving. So just breathe it in for a moment. If you're struggling visualizing, just pretend that you can see it, or you could imagine yourself like in front of yourself, and just you could see your heart space in that version of you in front of you. So we'll just do 2 more breaths. All right, and when you're ready, just go ahead and open your eyes. And it is lovely to be joining all of you tonight. So, hey, Joanne, how are you? Keone and Samantha checking in. I love it. So tonight I thought it would be kind of fun just to hang out, chat. So I don't know if you've heard of this book before. You Can Heal Your Life is the name of the book by Louise Hay. She's pretty incredible. Anyway, she has a ton of like all these different affirmations. So I thought it would be really fun to share some of those with you if you're thinking about it. And if you don't have an affirmation that you're looking for, I also have my friend Zoe has this really fun oracle deck. And so I know some people like to get like a card pulled and then kind of see what that says. But if that isn't for you, then I also just have some random questions. I could pull a question for you. So I figured it might be kind of fun to hang out and play that way. So just want to make sure. Okay, there we go. Move that up a little bit. Oh, I want to thank you so much for the last wonderful video. I'm feeling like a woman already. Oh, the one about releasing shame. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. I believe you're who requested it. So, Madeline, so thank you. I know because it's Maddie is how you shared your name with me. So, yes. Okay, Maddie. Do you like Madeline or Maddie? Yes, I'm so glad that you requested it. I think it's really resonating with a lot of people, and it's so good, and it was really fun to make. It was really powerful, and it was fun to come up with like a creative way to help you turn off your shame and for everyone else as well. So I think it's really wonderful that, yeah, we were able to come up with something really great. So thank you so much for suggesting it. Yeah, see, my thorns have roses. Also loved it. It's a lovely video. Good, good, good. It seems to be getting a lot of listens too. So, yay, that's good. And Joanne, you liked it. Awesome. That's great. I mean, it is really important for us to release any shame that we're carrying. And shame is something that we all can relate to and experience. And at some point, have felt it, but it doesn't really do us any good. It just weighs us down. Ugh. So Sarah, I also wanted to let everyone, okay, so Sarah, actually, if you just skip, and I wanted to put this in the recording and I forgot to, if you just skip the beginning, the progressive relaxation, then it's just like a visualization or a meditation. So it's not like, to me, a hypnosis is almost just like a meditation on steroids. And so if you skip the progressive relaxation, you don't necessarily go to the theta state, which is what hypnosis is designed to do. So hypnosis takes you to the theta state. And also, just so everyone knows, I never put anything negative or damaging into any of the hypnosis that I ever provide. So, or the meditations. I always try to keep them uplifting, full of love, support, encouragement. I'm never trying to trick anybody or put anything negative into any recording I ever make. So please know that I'm very intentional about what I'm creating for your ears and your mind and your body and your soul. So yeah, you definitely wanted to check into that one. Unfortunately, can't do the hypnosis ones, but the guided meditations, affirmations can totally do it. Yeah. So anyone, if it's ever a hypnosis, just skip the progressive relaxation and start like around usually somewhere between minute 7 or minute 8. And then it's literally just a visualization or meditation from that point forward because of the different brain waves you're in. And I trust you, Joanne, and thank you for remembering. That is true. It was an addiction for me, so I want to stay away from the temptation. Yeah. Well, you're on your own journey, so that's your thing. And maybe what I'll do is I will just take off the progressive relaxation and just upload it again as like a meditation form because it's pretty powerful. It's a really good one. So yeah, I'll make a little note of that. Okay. Check out my little pen. How cute is that? It's like this little fluffy guy. He has a little heart nose. So perfect together in my color. You treated yourself to a fabulous dress today, and that affirmation video sounds lovely. Fantastic. I love that, Maddie. What kind of dress? Tell us about your dress. And Sarah, I want to hear about your school. And anyone else, if you want an affirmation, just tell me. Like, so basically what this is, you would say like, I have knee pain, or I have low back pain, or I get headaches. Oh, sorry. Maybe I'll move that out of the way. So sorry about that. Okay. So, or let's see, stomach problems, or my finger hurts, or my foot hurts, stuff like that. And I can tell you the affirmation that's supposed to go with it. Now, or if you'd like me to draw a card, just say card, please, or a question. So just write affirmation card or question. So yeah. Alrighty. So how's everyone else doing? I want to make another meditation soon I want to make an MTF meditation. And then I also want to make just other meditation for anyone to listen if they wanted to. It's a pink floral dress. So if you have comments of what you want, I like to give preference to whoever joined the lives, kind of put yours like little stars next to it so that I know where I should be going. Okay, it's a pink floral dress that comes down to just below your knees with a 1960s style pencil skirt. Ooh, very nice. That sounds really pretty. Lovely. For a special occasion or just because you wanted to get that? And, oh, thank you. So, okay, Sarah, you're taking math and English, A in English, and bringing your grade to an A in math, doing a research paper. Your thesis is it Lord of the Rings have therapeutic benefits for depressed individuals? That is really interesting, Sarah. What are you discovering with that? Like, do you believe that it has therapeutic benefits for depressed individuals? And oh, Maddie, just a treat for yourself. I love that. Cheers to that. That's so good. And Joanne loves a pencil skirt and office attire secretary look. Very cool. Oh, let's see. How long have I been making affirmation videos? I would say probably a couple years, but I've been using affirmations like forever. I feel like I just didn't have the guts to put it online because I didn't know that anybody else would really be interested in that. So, yeah. So I think I've been uploading like the hypnosis and the meditation, affirmations, stuff like that for, I think before. I also was doing like for a few years now. I was doing fitness stuff for a while, but I took all my fitness stuff down because I didn't want people getting confused. Was the channel fitness or was it, the hypnosis meditations? I was trying to do like all mind, body, and soul, but Keone was like, that's kind of confusing on what your channel is really about, so you should just pick one. And I was like, okay, I'll pick meditations and hypnosis because those are really, really fun to make. Yeah. So, but I even have my own little, because I love affirmations so much. That's why I made this little book. I actually made this for my clients because I have so many clients that I would always be like, okay, I want you to do mirror work. I want you to look in the mirror and say affirmations. And they'd be like, well, I don't really know how I'm supposed to do that. So that's why I came up with the 90-day mirror work journey and this book to go with it. So I made it just to give to my clients so that they would actually have a guide when they did their mirror work. And that's why I've also been offering like 21-day mirror work challenges where we get together and live and I go over like some questions for you to ask in the mirror. And then we end each day with affirmations. And it's really, really powerful. And it's so funny because people think like, how can affirmations change my life? But in reality, they're so powerful when you're looking in the mirror, you're moving your body, you ask yourself a few questions first, and then you tie the affirmations to the questions and the answers that came up. And they really, really cause movement. So Louise Hay, she also talks about the power of affirmations, and she used them. She had like cancer and she used them to help heal herself. So I know it's not for everybody, doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but it worked for her. And that's why she definitely also talks about it. But she says you have to say an affirmation about 400 times before that synapse is really like, oh, okay, I got you. This is what I'm saying now. This is what I'm thinking now, because it takes a while to really get that new thought pattern ingrained into your brain. So I thought that's really fascinating. So with that, sometimes I recommend, like if you have an affirmation you really like, to go for like a 30-minute walk and just say it. Like whenever you're walking, just say that affirmation. And like you kind of have the rhythm of your steps and you're saying it and it's getting into like a cellular level. So if you can't look in the mirror, say when you're going for a walk or when you're working out, stuff like that. They're so good. I love them. And then some people don't like the word affirmation. So it's like, you're literally just saying a positive statement. It's, it's a good thing. Let's see. Where do I get my dresses? Let's see. Some from, like this shirt is from Buckle. Some of the dresses I get are from Venus, like Venus.com. And then I tried some because I'd never tried it before, but it looked cute on Instagram. It was like Lulus or something, LULUS.com. I believe that's what it is. Let me double check. Because I try to, yeah, I believe that was, yeah. So I'll put that in here. And then like I do Venus.com. I kind of do budget stuff. I don't really spend a bunch of money on clothes just because, let's see. And then the Buckle, which is at the mall. Okay, let's see. So Sarah, argument is that yes, it has therapeutic benefits because of the themes of hope against all odds. And when everything seems lost, there is still hope. I like that. That's very cool, Sarah. Yes. And then Joanne, what about maybe some for adjusting to becoming a woman? So give me just like a little bit more on. So really when I try to make a recording, so this is probably really important when you're making requests. When you're making a request, it's really, really good for your mind if we focus on one thing at a time, because then your subconscious is like, yes, I got this, I can do this. If I add like 5 different things to a meditation, it'll probably eventually get there if you keep listening to it. But if you listen to it thinking it's going to hit all 5 at one time and you only listen to it once, it's probably not going to happen. So because your subconscious is going to focus on like one at a time. So Joanne, please let me know a little bit more about adjusting to becoming a woman. Like break that down for me a little bit, because that could be like 10 different recordings, you know? And Sarah, they work on a literally molecular level. It has been scientifically proven. Negative self-talk actually breaks down the structure of your molecules. They're so important. Yes. Well, there's a bunch of research about the words that we say and how it even affects water. So that's why I've got this like huge water bottle, but I apologize for my stickers. They're a little, worn, but I have like, I am loved. Remember who you are. Because I can. My worth is constant. I get to be me. You are worthy. I am love. The beauty in me sees the beauty in you. I am loved. I am enough. You are worthy. So I have those all over my water because there's so much research that shows that water will change based on the music it listens to, the words that are said to it, even the words that are placed on it. Like the energy of the word choice and all of that can really make a difference. So that's why I try to really make sure to stay positive, say kind things. I'm a little harsh on myself sometimes, like we all are, but I try to catch it, stop it, redo it. Yeah, nothing wrong with being thrifty. That's right. That's right. Buying myself stuff is something that I think is kind of newer anyway. For the longest time, I never bought myself anything. So now I do, though. I'm past that stage in my life where I didn't want to spend money on myself, and now I do. So, okay, does anyone want to share, anyone want an affirmation? I could just share some of them. So these I wrote down the other day for a different client that I thought was really fun. Let's see, Sarah, I believe I mentioned to you my spirit animal being a phoenix. I think a visualization on rising from the ashes like a phoenix would be awesome. Oh, that would be pretty. And Maddie, same. And now I'm buying a book and a dress because of you. Aw. Well, cheers to that. Got my big water bottle. I don't have any water in my fun little glass. I didn't put anything in it tonight, but cheers to fun glass. Okay. So these are some fun affirmations. I just have them right in front of me right now. So I'll share them with you because they're pretty good ones. So if you want to say them with me, you can. Just move your body. Get into it a little bit. So I bring peace to every corner of my life. I added some of these in the last recording as well. I am at peace with my own feelings. And I think this is so, so important, right? Because it's so easy to think that other people's feelings like are more important than our own, and or like how we see ourselves or all of these things, when in reality we need to value the way we feel too. And we need to take care of ourselves, especially when we spend all of our time like taking care of other people's feelings, we can forget to take care of our own feelings. And so that's why I love that affirmation. I am at peace with my own feelings, and I am safe where I am. I am safe where I am. I create my own security. I love and approve of myself. And life agrees with me. All is well. I am flexible and flowing. That's if you have knee pain. That's a good one for that. I'm flexible and flowing. I practice forgiveness, understanding, and compassion. I practice forgiveness, understanding, and compassion. So Keone and I were having such a great conversation today around like sometimes we can be really black and white thinking about, you know, how we're showing up in the world, and if we're being kind enough, and if we're being compassionate enough, and all of these things, where sometimes we're comparing ourselves or putting ourselves against like someone who's like really, I don't know, who we put on this huge pedestal, like Mother Teresa or Gandhi, or, you know, just someone really big in your life that maybe it's spiritual, maybe it's not, maybe it's like your grandma was phenomenal, right? And so sometimes we can think that we're like, I guess it's kind of like all of these things, forgiveness, understanding, compassion, are on a spectrum. And so sometimes we think we have to be like, if this is 0 and this is 10, like 100%, and this is 0%, we feel like we have to be operating at 100% at all times, or it's all just blah, right? It's all, ugh, I'm a terrible person because today I was at 80%, and I think I need to be at 100% at all times. But that's not really how we live life, because we're human. We have emotions, things affect us. Sometimes we need to process things. Sometimes we need to set boundaries. Like there's all these things that are happening. And so I just think it's really interesting. So I wanted to share that because that was kind of like an aha moment for me, because sometimes I also expect myself to be at 100% at all times, but I'm not a robot. Like I'm a human who experiences life. And so sometimes to not be so hard on myself if I have a date. Okay, here's the wild part. Like, what if I have a date and I'm at like a 30%? Well, it doesn't take away all the kindness I've ever done or all the goodness I am. It just is, it's a bad day, right? And so it'll go back up, right? And it's just like allow it to kind of flow, so we don't have to be so rigid with like our 100%, because that's exhausting, you know? Oh, let's see. Sarah says, forgiveness, understanding, compassion is really hard. Yeah, it can also be really easy though. Like it's one of those things where it's hard at first until it becomes easy. Just like running, just like studying, just like learning something new. It's like a choice that you make to do. And so it can be hard, but it remains harder when we expect other people to be different or to change, and they're not going to do that, right? So that's why that understanding of like, they're not going to be different just because I want them to be. So can I find compassion here for them or myself, or what kind of needs to wiggle here? Let's see. Okay. So my thorns have roses. It's so difficult for me to put myself first for things. Reminding myself that it's okay to be happy. It's okay to be happy helps sometimes. Yeah. Well, let me tell you right now, my thorns have roses. It is okay. It's 1,000,000%, 1,000,000,000%, 1,000,000,000%, gazillion% okay for you to be happy, and for you to want to feel happy, and for you to say no to somebody else so that you can say yes to yourself. Like, putting ourselves first is so, so important, because without that, we can't ever get to, like, okay, let's say self-love and self-acceptance are also on that spectrum, 0 to 100, right? We can't get to that 100 if we don't put ourselves first, right? We're always going to be lingering down here if we don't figure out a way to put ourselves first. So I think that's a really, really important personal development goal of yours to be working on, is how do I put myself first, and start small. You don't have to go giant leaps at first. So my thorns have roses, think about something that would be really beneficial for you. Like, what's a way you could start small? And Sarah, I see you removed your message, so I'm sure it was fine, whatever you put there, but I didn't get to see it in time. And Maddie, what's your best advice to find love? My best advice to find love is to go and live your life. To go and live your life and allow love to arrive, right? Sometimes when we're looking for love, we just, hey Lou, we just sit at home and we're like, wish I was going to find love, or the dating apps or all that stuff. But I'm sure if you're online at all, you've seen so many like little TikTok videos and stuff, how like dating apps are really just a business. So do they have your best interest in mind? So for me, how I met the love of my life was going out and living life. And we met through friends, because my friend was dating his friend, and we went to Margaritaville. Like, I went with my friend and he went with his friend, and they got into like a little conflict. So Keone and I were like, oh, this is awkward. And so we're just hanging out, but then we just ended up hanging out together. And it was really cool. It was like, didn't expect it at all. I wasn't going out with my friend to meet someone. I think that's also a big thing to take in mind too. Like, go have experiences, go do things that you love, write out an experience list that you want, like all these experiences that you want to have, write them out, start doing them now. Don't wait for someone to come into your life to do them with you. Like, go with a friend or go by yourself. I go do stuff by myself all the time, you know? And so it's like, go live your life, go do things, and you'll eventually run into somebody. Now, that somebody might not be your person, but they might lead you to your person, right? Like the connection. Like, I had my friend who I met Keone through mutual friends, right? Like, I didn't meet him directly first. I met a friend first who then, you know, did this whole like little full circle thing. So that's my best advice, is go live your life. Stop waiting for love to live your life. Go live it now. Invite love in, and continuously to work on the partner you want to be. Like, whatever level of partner you want to attract in your life, make sure you're the match for it, you know, so that you come together. Hopefully that's helpful. Let's see. Lou, here is Florida still have power. Oh, good. You still have power, Lou. Yay. I love how you have increased my femininity. Although I have more positive femininity. So Lou, what specifically with the femininity do you want to have more of? So, or you just want more recordings around that, or give me a little bit of information on what you want more of, so that I am delivering the right thing. Because, I mean, I can always think of things on my own, but then I don't know if anyone else is going to want to listen to it, you know? So definitely, I mean, that's how I made that first recording. Was I was like, you know what? I really want to help open up that feminine energy. I think it's so neglected. People can feel so ashamed of it. And so when I made my very first, like, activate your feminine energy, your divine feminine, it kind of blew me away how many people came to listen to that recording. And I was like, whoa, you know, I just made this because it was something I wanted to hear. And it was so cool that so many people came. Like, all of you just absolutely love that stuff. And so it delights me to make it for you, because it only, like, not only does it support me on just like my life journey, it also is really cool to know that, you enjoy it, and it's very supportive for you as well. So it's a win-win-win-win. Let's see. Okay, so Sarah. That reminds you that you're worthy of your forgiveness from why you were fired from your last job. You made a mistake and someone died. Oh, I can just imagine how hard you are on yourself for that. You carry a lot of shame, but your therapist says you're worthy of your forgiveness. You are worthy of your forgiveness, because making a mistake and having something tragic like that happen, that would be, I can imagine, Sarah, how hard you are. And I'm so sorry you experienced that. I mean, I wish I could give you a hug right now. It makes me want to tear up, because I can really imagine how much pain you're going through that situation. So I'm so sorry you experienced it. And you're 100% worthy of your own forgiveness, because it was an accident. It was a mistake. So I hope someday you do find the ability to forgive yourself for that, because you deserve it. You know, you deserve to still have a really happy and full life. You know, you don't have to cut your life short because of a mistake you made. You know, you still get to have your life and live your life and not feel guilty when you feel happy, you know? Survivor's guilt and like that, I mean, that's like a real thing, and like carrying that guilt of a tragedy like that, that's a heavy, heavy guilt to carry. And I'm sorry you're going through that. Maddie says, it is you. It is. And Lou, you go, girl. Nothing can stop a woman from keeping her hair dry. And Peaches, okay. Oh, so you didn't intend to kill. You should. Oh, yeah. By the way, yeah. Okay, but since you didn't intend to kill, you shouldn't feel guilty. Yeah. It was a complete accident. See, I'm glad you're receiving some support from other people here. Yeah. I'll just take a moment and send Sarah some love and like a big hug. Like if we could just send her like a collective hug, you know, just hug her, send her some love. Like you could just visualize just sending love to her. Okay. Yes, we love you, Sarah. We do. And you're important and your life matters. Well, that sounds like a you problem. If you're distracted, that's a you problem, not a me problem. So there we have it. Now, let's see. There was a couple more in here. Oh, here we go. This is perfect. So this is like Sarah. This is like your affirmation right now. I trust the process of life, even when it's painful. I trust the process of life, even when it's painful. Girl, even when it's excruciatingly painful, I trust the process of life. So I think that'll be a good one. And then life supports me. Okay. So I love to see the love for fellow peeps here. So is there a recording that you are like, when is she going to make this recording? I cannot wait to see it. I need to have this recording. When is it coming? Okay. Here's a reminder. I'm just going to pull some of these cards while I'm waiting for people to talk. Okay, Lou, I always lived by counting time is not as important as making time count. That's very nice. Be a proud woman affirmations. I like that. Do you have one that you currently use already that you're like, oh, This is like such a good one. Okay, so the reminder is be more interested in understanding others than being understood. Interesting, because we're just talking about understanding. Oh, let's see. Oh, here's a good question. Kind of deep, but if you want to answer, you can. If not, skip a roo. So this is level 2 connection of the we are not strangers. What are you still trying to prove to yourself? But that gives me a good idea on recordings as well. What are you still trying to prove to yourself? Everything is happening for me, not to me. Yes. Oh no, Maddie, I just mean in general. Do you have like an affirmation that you already say to yourself that helps you feel like a proud woman? Okay, I'm going to write that down. I got to take these notes because if the chat disappears, I want to still have them. So, be a proud woman. Okay. Oh, I also wanted to take a moment and let everyone know that I do have membership options now that basically if you join, like, so the first level is, there's several different levels. The first level is you get to do, like, be involved in specific polls that are just for members. The second level is you get like an affirmation sheet and a phone wallpaper each month. And then and it's always like each level gets all the perks from underneath. There's also like certain emojis, or you get like a loyalty badge. And then there's also the next level is you can join my Discord. I have a Discord where it's just like an ongoing chat with me and any other members that are at that chat, where we can just chat with each other and all that good stuff. And then, the next level is like an online happy hour where I'll send out a Zoom link where we get to hang out, where we're hanging out all on video. So I get to see you and hear your voice, not just me talking and hanging out with you. Or like this, you know what I mean? Like this live. So I actually get to see you, you get to see me, I get to hear you, all that fun stuff. So that's like a happy hour, and that would happen, I want to say either the second or third Saturday of the month. I can't remember exactly, but I think it's the second Saturday. And then, so that, like, this is all new. Like, I just put this up like a week ago because I kept getting emails from YouTube like, hey, start a membership. And I was like, okay. And then the last option is because sometimes I know some people who either are trans women or cross-dressing, they want more input on their feminine form. And I actually have a lot of clients who come to me for that. But this is like a less expensive way than just meeting one-on-one with me. And so what you can do is at that top level, you can send me up to 10 photos in your feminine form for feedback, for just affirmation, for letting me know what I think is working, what's really beautiful, what's you're totally owning. And then if you have any questions or you want feedback on, like, should I try this color or this color, stuff like that. So just to know that there's those different levels of membership available if you do want to join them. No pressure, of course, but if you just want a little bit more perks for being a part of this community, that's how you get them, is through joining through the membership. So just wanted to share that. Okay, let's see. Okay, so, Sarah, that's actually a really good affirmation too. Everything is happening for me, not to me. And Maddie, I'm a beautiful woman that is kind, loving, and compassionate. Yes, you are. And Sarah, I'm trying to prove to myself that I am more than dysphoria, and I am worthy and have at least a small amount of value. Yeah, I think like you got to change those words, girl. You got to go a little bit bigger. Like, it's not even to have at least a small amount of value. You do have value. So if it's easy for you to hear the negatives, practice hearing the positives, because Sarah, I, for one, love hearing comments from you. So you positively impact my life, right? So actually, everyone here in the chats, just so you know, you're positively impacting my life. because you're here, you're engaging with me. That's really, really cool, right? Every time you comment on one of my videos or let me know that it was meaningful to you, that has such a positive impact on my emotional, like mind, body, spirit, right? It lets me know that something I'm creating that I poured some love into was received well. And so just know that everyone here, a part of my community, does make a difference. And, you know, you're not just a small difference, you're a big difference. So I feel that way. Let's see. My thorns have roses. The best way to honor that loss is to not add to it by denying yourself, Sarah. Oh, so wise. I'm going to just read it again because it's so good. The best way to honor that loss is not to add to it by denying yourself. Forgiveness is part of healing and you are worthy of it. Yes, forgiveness is part of healing and you are worthy of it. 1,000,000%. And Maddie says, I would love the happy hour. What do I need to do it again? So like somewhere, I know I'm like the worst at this. Okay, let's see. I feel like it's next to, let me see here. There's a join button. So you have to hit the, okay. So like after, I don't know what you see when you go to my website, or like the YouTube channel, but there's like a join button. Actually, here, I can probably, let's see. Let me copy that. Okay. So I will put the join button. If you do want to join, it's right there. Okay. Hey, Maddie. You are so welcome. Okay, here we go. Oh, Kearney says to the left of subscribe, it says join. Yes. And so I'll pin my join to the top. So there should be like a pinned by Beautifully Changed at the top now. So that's how you join. Okay, so yes, Maddie, you are so welcome for making your request last night. I absolutely loved it. It was super, like I was saying earlier, it is so powerful. People are loving it. It's really impacting them. So thank you for that request because it's making a really, really big difference. So I'm so glad that I was able to come up with something creative. I love making these recordings because they're so, I don't know, they're so beautiful. And I love it when they impact people in a positive way, especially the person who requested it, because then I'm like, yes, I feel like a job well done. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, Sarah. Okay, there we go. So here's the thing, even because I am a smaller channel and I know that. So even if only like there's 1 or 2 members at the happy hour level, we're still going to meet and we're still going to do it. So don't think that there has to be like, so like this many people before it gets honored. Like it just, we meet. So that's what it'll be. So, because again, as a small channel, the memberships will be smaller, stuff like that, right? So cool with me. I just wanted to be able to offer other perks to my lovely community here. Great affirmation is, I am not my past and I am not my trauma. Yes. So I'm a stickler with affirmations, and here's a really, really good rule. So when it comes to your subconscious mind, also like, just so everyone knows too, like I'm a trained hypnotist, like I'm a certified hypnotist. I'm not just like, I didn't just read a book and like start throwing this stuff together. So I actually am trained. I have an associate's degree in, what was the program? It was a wellness practitioner, which was hypnosis, holistic nutrition, and life coaching. Plus I have my bachelor's in health and human development, and I have my master's in marriage and family therapy, plus like 20 plus years of experience. So when I make the affirmation, or when I make the recordings for you, I am coming in from a place of like, you know, using the skills and the knowledge that I've gained through education and experience. So just want you to know that. Let's see. So Sarah, with that being said, this is where I'm a stickler because it actually matters. When we say, and for everyone else listening too, when we design our meditations, we want to use positive in the present tense statements. So when you say great affirmation is, I am not my past. When I say I am not my past, your subconscious hears, I am my past. Because nots and no's and nevers. So that's one thing you'll notice, like if I'm doing a meditation, sometimes I'll leave in or I'll put something like a negative, like a not or a no, sometimes because a meditation takes you to a different state of mind, right? Theta is your subconscious. And so whenever I do hypnosis, I really, really do my best to word things in a way that are always in the positive and present tense. So Sarah, my challenge for you then would be like, how do you say that in a present positive statement? So instead of I am not my past, what would you say? And then I am not my trauma. Again, your subconscious mind hears I am my trauma, right? Also, when we put my in front of something, Sarah and I were having this discussion earlier. When I put my in front of something, like if I said my anxiety, my depression, it's really hard to work through that because your mind is saying, this is mine. I don't want to give it up. I don't want like my shame, all of those things, right? It's like, it's mine. You can't have it. No, I'm not getting rid of it. It's mine. So instead, like think of it as like a little toddler. It's mine, right? So instead, it's the shame, the trauma, stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm definitely, when I work with clients, I'm definitely a stickler when it comes to word choice because as we mentioned earlier, and several of you put in the comments, our word choice is so powerful that it actually affects us on a cellular level. And so, I don't know, I just like to share that little piece of wisdom because it is life-changing. So Sarah, that is fascinating. I just started my psych degree and I've not heard that one. Very interesting. Yeah, you probably won't hear that in like traditional school because like I literally did hypnotherapy school. So where it's all about the subconscious mind and how the subconscious mind works. And so again, like I mentioned, I have my bachelor's in health and human development and my master's in marriage and family therapy. And I didn't learn it there. So a lot of the techniques that I know that work really well, I didn't necessarily learn in my master's program or my bachelor's program. I learned a lot of this other stuff through like CEUs or through my hypnotherapy training. So yeah, which was through a different school. It's kind of more of like a spiritual school that I went to, but still, I mean, to me, that just makes it even better, so. Yeah, so it's really interesting. There's a lot of great books. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll make like a short video on some books that are really good for mindset and your subconscious mind. So, yeah. Thoughts? Anyone want to share your thoughts on that? Okay, Maddie. Another great affirmation is something that really helped me is transition isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more yourself. I love that. Your last recording really affirms that for you. I love that. That's a good one. So again, I would just take out that isn't it, if it's an affirmation, I would just say transition is about becoming more of myself because your subconscious probably already knows that you're talking about like, becoming someone else because really when you think about it, transitioning isn't becoming someone else. It's being your true self, right? It's like letting go. So like another way I could say that you could say this is I lose nothing by transitioning. I am becoming more of myself, right? I lose nothing by transitioning. I am becoming more of myself. So that's a good one. I'm writing that down to put in the next recording. Hello. Okay. So I hope I'm not hurting anyone's feelings by correcting some of the affirmations. I just want you to get the most out of them that you possibly can. As I was telling Sarah earlier that, you know, in order to be a good friend, which I do feel like we have, like we're all building a friendship here within this community. And I do believe part of being a good friend and a good coach and a good hypnotist is letting you know these rules of the mind. Like, I don't want to just keep them for myself. I want you to know them so that you're actively using them on your own as well. Do you know what I mean? So I hope that you're receiving it with love because I'm only giving it to you with love. So, Jeff, my future is blessed. My mind and body grows healthier every day. I love that. Yes, that's beautiful. And hello. Hi. I'm going to write that down. Or Gregory, sorry. Sorry, I totally missed your name. And then I don't know what my eyes were seeing. But, okay, Gregory, my future is blessed. My mind and body grows healthier every day. So, Gregory, do you mind if I write that down and also put it in a recording sometime in the future? Because it's really good. Okay, not sure if you have done one for MTF who can't transition. That is my situation because of a chronic condition. I am not able to medically transition. Would love to hear one on that. Yeah, so Sarah, tell me, what would you want? That's a great suggestion. I absolutely love that because that is a reality that sometimes has to be faced, and it's heartbreaking, right? Because it feels like a dream just got crushed and something got taken away from you. So that's really, really crushing. So Sarah, tell me what you want to be feeling. Tell me, so let's see. Yeah, whatever comes to you in your mind, because I know you're pretty good with this. So tell me what you want to be feeling, what you want to experience. Like, do you still want to live fully as a woman, even if you can't medically transition? Like, tell me a little bit about where you're at with that so I can put that down. Okay, Gregory, that sounded so good. Being in recovery, the positive affirmation sounds healthier for reinforcing positive growth. Words have power. Amen. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I love that everyone's into affirmations. That brings me so much joy. Yay. Okay. Maddie, I love the change in verbiage. It creates a positive change, which is way more powerful. Yes. Good. I'm so happy to hear that because that's the point, is to make it more powerful. Just like, we want it to be the most powerful, the most uplifting. So good. Of course, you can use that affirmation. I was just trying to rewrite Sarah's affirmation. Oh, with your positive words formatting. Okay, I love it. Yes. Okay, that's really, really good. Okay, I love that. Great. Look at this. Look at this teamwork going on here. I love it. This is fantastic. So good. Sarah, what do you think of that? Gregory just came up with like a really good one to kind of rewrite what you were saying. My future is blessed. My mind and body grows healthier every day. You can also say, I release the pain of the past. That's another way to say it. Like, I release the pain that's been holding me back, right? I trust myself. I move forward, right? All of these really just simple little tweaks. Like, what are you doing? Where are you going? So then just put the affirmations in that statement, right? Like, I am moving forward. I am healing, Love it. So let's see. Okay. Oh, I love this one. This is a really good one from this book. So it says, I speak up for myself freely and easily. I claim my own power. I love and approve of myself. I am free and safe. Really good. Okay, my thorns have roses. That is so, I love that name. I love it. It's so catchy. I would love to see an oracle card. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so what are you thinking about, or just want me to, you think of something, kind of put your energy out there. And then Sarah, I would like to be fully a woman and see past this bio cell I'm in. When I look in the mirror, I see a stranger. I don't want to see a stranger anymore. Okay. So Sarah, then you also need some acceptance around the limitations to your transition. So I'm just taking notes. So sorry, everyone. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's see. Okay. And Gregory, though I did like Sarah's initial ideas, they sounded like things those in recovery should remember. But the positive and present tense has that more powerful value. Yes. So they're really good statements just to say in general and just to know. But if you're using it as an affirmation, that's when it makes a difference. So I'm glad you said that. And Gregory, I totally agree. I'm coming up on 115 years sober, and positive affirmations are healthy healing. My sponsor says the same thing. Very, very cool. Okay. So my thorns have roses. So my friend made this deck. She's really great. Oh, I think this is a card that wants to come out for you. Inspired idea. So she designed these really cool cards. I'll drop her. Keone, if you're here, can you, and I know you are because you're awesome like that, if you could find Zoe's link to her cards too, just in case anybody likes them. I don't want to be a gatekeeper of really cool stuff. So the Merhipsy is her website. Okay. Yeah. 15 years of sobriety. And I'll read to you what it means. Inspired idea. So maybe you have your own idea of what that means for you. Like if you had an idea lately and you've been holding on to it, maybe you need to do something about it, girl. But let's see. Okay. Oh, I just assumed girl. Sorry, my thorns have roses. I don't know your gender or how you identify. So I just said girl, but I don't know if that's accurate. I apologize if I misspoke. Let's see. Inspired ideas. There we go. Inspired idea. Let's be real. You've got a good idea that you've been hiding in the recesses of your mind for quite some time. Guess what? It wants to come out into the light of day, to be born into fruition. This thought is a little overwhelming and intimidating, but in your heart, you know that it is worth pursuing. Please know and trust that you are hearing divine guidance clearly, and your angels and guides gave this inspired concept to you for a reason. This idea is good, like really good. You have everything you need to make this a reality. Once you decide to take one forward step toward bringing this to life, the universe will help you recognize the next steps and the best actions until you are living this dream. And the affirmation is, because Zoe's a badass and included affirmations in her oracles, I embrace the inspired ideas that my guides and angels bless me with. I easily act upon them with fearless faith and unwavering focus. So my thorns have roses. Hopefully that spoke to you. Yeah, I like these. Okay, mic drop. My mind is officially blown. Sarah, did that speak to you too? Kind of spoke to me too. I think maybe this deck was like, or this card pull is like, listen up, everyone. I got some information for you. So, yeah, I absolutely congratulations for anybody in sobriety, because it is definitely quite the road. So congratulations. Okay. Anyone else want me to read a card for you? Let me know. They're so pretty. I'll just show you. So you can see some of them. They're very diverse. Very pretty. Took a while, but here's the link to the cards. Thank you, Keone. You're so amazing. Appreciate you. Love you. Oh, excuse me. I don't see the link, Keone. Okay, so Sarah, this card's for you then. I'm going to just shuffle until... Wow, this one popped up right away. Okay, Sarah, your card instantly was no. So let's see what no is. I don't know what you were thinking about, but... Okay, not sure that gets more clear than this. The universe is speaking and it's saying, hell nah, baby. If this answer disappoints you, trust that in time you will see that this is for the best. Your guides believe that deep down you already knew this would be your answer. You are dodging a bullet big time, even if you can't see it at the moment. So look up to the heavens and offer up a moment of sincere gratitude. If this answer validates your insights, congratulations. You are super in sync with your needs and desires, and you already knew that this was out of alignment and your highest good. Look at you go, you intuitive badass. This card also comes as a sign from your angels that it's imperative and permitted for you to speak your truth and say no to any obligations or opportunities that drain your energy and don't bring you joy. So your affirmation is, I'm able to lovingly assert myself and say no to things that do not serve me. Or I welcome and accept any closed doors as signs that the right doors are opening up for me right now to continue toward my fulfillment and peace. Okay. So that was your card, Sarah. Hopefully you're getting it right. Like the big one that spoke out for me is like, you are permitted to speak your truth and say no to any obligations or opportunities that drain your energy and don't bring you joy. So how about that, girl? Pretty cool. Okay. My thorns have roses. You are right. Thank you. It means so much that you would make sure to correctly gender me. And that card spoke volumes. Okay. Perfect. Okay, Maddie, you're up. So sorry to thorns have roses. That was an knowledge. Your comment was about the card and its relevance. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I kind of messed them up a little bit. One sec here. Flip these bad boys back over. Okay. Here we go. So, okay, Maddie, I'm doing you now. So hopefully you're sending me some of your energy. Oh. Okay, you have this one coming out. Okay, have faith. Aren't these cards so pretty? Like, look at that. So pretty. Okay. So have faith, Maddie. Okay. Give me a second. These little pages are so delicate. There we go. Okay. Darn right, Sarah. Okay. This is one of the, this one is kind of hard to master. But the universe is calling for you to stop being a doubting Debbie. Sorry to all the Debbies out there. and have a little faith. It's super difficult to have confidence in what you can't see, and the universe gets that. However, Spirit is asking you to trust that on the other side of the situation, there is a miracle waiting for you. You are being asked to step out of paranoia and the belief that things are going to blow up in your face and move into trust. What's trust, you ask? It's the belief that the universe is conspiring for your highest good in all ways, at all times. Allow yourself to see and believe that everything that happens to you is for you and that your prayers have been heard. In fact, this card is here to let you know that the answer to your prayers and wishes is already on its way. Don't lose hope right before it blossoms into reality. Ooh, I just got goosebumps. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, affirmation. So, Maddie, your affirmation for the next week is, I know and believe that the universe is conspiring to make my life magical every second of the day. Heck yes. Okay, I'm going to read that one more time in case you want to write it down. I know and believe that the universe is conspiring to make my life magical every second of the day. Yes, girl. That is good stuff right there. Okay, let's see here. That is so juicy. Did it feel like, did it speak to you? Were you like, okay, that seems accurate? Let's see how. Okay. Trying to see where Keone put this link. Okay. And totally true. Fantastic. So Zoe is who I actually took a sound healing class from this summer. Okay, let's see. Not finding access to her cards. Keone, where did you... Oh, text message. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. So for anyone who likes the decks, I'm just going to put it here so that you know the link so you can check it out. I like to share links. Okay. Cool. Thank you so much, Keone. Okay. So, well, I guess we've been on here for an hour and 8 minutes. Is everyone ready for to call it a night, or you want to chat a little bit longer? Let me know. Let me know what is good for you. Okay. Let's see. I'll just do another one. How about I just do a collective? I'm going to do a collective card for all of us. Awesome, lovely beings. Okay. Just going to do a collective one. See what happens. I know, I wish we could listen to music. I feel like that's always a bummer. But guess what? We're going to listen to music in the happy hours. Oh, the card just literally jumped out of the deck. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Okay. Yes, this is our collective. So let's see what this one says. See? So fun. Again, right? Okay. Oh, yeah. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you're here. Glad you are here. Okay, so yes says, I mean, obviously it's going to be like, heck yes. Yeah, it's getting late here. I am and have to be up at 5 a.m. to get ready for work. And I love each and every one of you. And there's nothing you can do about that. We are Groot. Sleep well, friends. We are. Okay. Hang on, Sarah. Don't leave yet because this is for the collective. And then you can go. So this is for all of us. And since you were here, it's for you too. Okay. Well, I can't think of a reason not to subscribe, Gregory. Like, come on. This is an awesome community. It's full of love and support. And you could always request a recording of anything you want to hear too. Okay, so Gregory, it's yes. Yes, subscribe and show up and make requests. Okay. Hell's yes, girl. Spirit is giving you 2 very large and ultimately supreme thumbs up. This is your green light to say yes and embrace what it is you're asking about. Don't second guess yourself any longer. Are you hearing that, everyone? Don't second guess yourself any longer. I lost my place. Trying to be dramatic. Okay. Don't second guess yourself any longer and move forward fearlessly. You've known what to do for a while, and now is the moment to spring into action. Just because the answer to your question is a resounding yes doesn't mean that it was what you were hoping to hear and that you feel ready to hear. If that's the case, your guides will be with you in every moment to help you smoothly make this transition. Don't let fear block you from saying yes and taking this leap. Odds are you know that this is what is best for you and you are ready to take this on. Congratulations. You are about to love life even more. Affirmation. I joyfully say yes to all that is in my highest and greatest good. As the universe hears my positive acceptance, it brings me even more goodness, and I am grateful for that. So I joyfully say yes to all that is in my highest and greatest good. As the universe hears my positive acceptance, it brings me even more goodness, and I am grateful for that. That is beautiful. So Sarah, I hope you stuck around and heard that before you go to sleepy time. So let's see. Maddie, I heartily agree. My thorns. Oh, I didn't see that. So my thorns, thank you for creating this space for all of us to share. Oh, my absolute pleasure. It is so fun. I'm glad that this space is here and that you are also help creating it. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't create it on my own. You have to be here too. So yeah, so thanks for everyone for creating this space. And it's getting late. Okay, so Sarah, if you have to go to bed, feel free to scoot away. Thank you for joining, and I hope you sleep tight and know that you're loved and your future is full of blessings. And any pain that shows up, there will be more blessings than there is pain. And Gregory, I always love when YouTube pops up a video of yours on my feed. I might have to subscribe. Yeah, okay. So if you subscribed yet, and Maddie, I hardly go thorns. Sarah, I'm totally nerd and had to say that. I'm a total nerd and had to say that. Oh, okay, that we are Groot. Okay, I was wondering if that was like an I am Groot reference, but I wasn't 1,000,000%. So I thought it was, but I wasn't for sure. And also, if it is an I am Groot, do you watch the little short clips on Netflix? Because they're hilarious. So, and Maddie, beautiful, thanks, Steph. You are so welcome. We are Groot, girl. That's right. That's right. Well, okay, I have a question too. So I like to say my loves, but I also kind of feel like we're all becoming friends here. So I like saying like besties as well. So here's the thing. I have a lot of like pet names for everyone in my life. So if you're in my life, I like to say a lot of different names. That's why at the beginning of videos, sometimes you'll hear cutie, loves, bestie, whatever. It's just kind of part of my personality and who I am. And it's always like words of affirmation, but just wondering if you have a preference at this point in time. Okay. Gregory, oh, such a positive card pull. I just have to subscribe. Yeah. I mean, you can't. I mean, it was definitely a yes, right? Great. Yes. Do you like Greg or Gregory? Gregory. Yeah, Gregory. Yeah. Or Greg. See, I know a lot of, I usually say Greg, so I always have to think to say your full name. Okay. So, anyway. Okie dokies. Greg for short. Okay, I like Greg. Greg's easy peasy, good to remember. So I love besties. Yeah, besties is fun. And see, the thing is I have a lot of people who will DM me or send me messages, and they're like, "I wish we were besties." Stuff like that. So I figured besties is kind of like a fun. It's like a, kind of fun to say. It is super cute. It's fun. Okay. I know. And then sometimes I'll just say loves because that is just true to who I am as well. So, well, I don't know. It's been like an hour and 15 minutes. So maybe we'll call it. And I do plan on doing lives every Tuesday, unless for some reason it's like a holiday. Actually, if it's a holiday, I'll still probably do it. Because I know that so many people on my channel have unsupportive family. And since this is kind of like a community of friends and family, I want to make sure that even on the holidays, you feel a little loved, You remember that you're loved and that you're cared about. So. Sarah, everything you say is golden and your channel saves my life. So say whatever you want. Okay. Yeah, actually I had, and hopefully I don't start crying again today, but I was crying earlier because someone had wrote that on, Foxy wrote that on the recording that Maddie had requested. And it just made me so emotional. Yeah, I'm going to get emotional again. Anytime someone says that the recordings like saves your life or makes a really big difference, I didn't expect to cry. Anyway, it just, I just hope that I'll keep hearing you and I'll keep seeing your name show up in my comments. Because when it goes a few weeks or like a few recordings and I don't hear from you and I don't see your names in my comments, I worry, So, anyway. It's okay to get emotional because we all have feelings, and I just want you to know that, you matter, and I need to keep seeing your names in my comments so that I know that you're safe and you're okay. So I'm always glad when you say hi and when you're here. Okay. So, well, it looks like love and besties it is. Okay. Anyway, well, Maddie, it's, thank you. So, why do we do this when we start tearing up, right? Like, you know what it is? I think we think it's the doing the hand waving that stops the tears, but I genuinely think it's the looking up, right? Because don't they say if you look up, it changes like your your brain pattern or your brain waves or what you're thinking about. So when you look up, or if you start doing math, right, it makes it so your tears dry up. So I think that's what this is actually doing. That's why it helps you stop crying. So anyway, okay. Anyone want to share like a anything from here for a specific affirmation? Oh, it's warm. Oh, there is one for, I did want to put for depression because I know that was mentioned earlier with like the Lord of the Rings and depression. So I'm just going to put tell you what the affirmation for depression is, according to this book. Okay. What's also really cool about this book is it tells you kind of the feeling or the reason for it. Yeah, it says the problem, the probable cause, and the new thought pattern. So for depression, it says the problem or the probable cause is anger you feel you do not have a right to have. Ooh, that's really good, right? Anger you feel that you do not have a right to have, and hopelessness. And the affirmation is, I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. I create my life. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. I create my life. Oh, so good. So good. I love that. Okay. Well, what I was saying is I do plan on doing a live on every Tuesday, but I will do different times. So each week I'll kind of put a poll on with 3 different time choices, and then whatever time gets the most votes will be the time that I'll do the live. So yeah, this will be really fun. I just really want to connect with everyone more and continue to have this space for us to show up and just talk and, you know, continue to build this community and this friendship and this place of support and love and just hanging out. And sometimes I'll just sit and talk, and sometimes I might play a game. Like last week, I played Battlegrounds, and that was kind of fun. So until I get the swing of it, kind of doing these kind of lives are a little bit new for me. So I feel a little bit awkward and unsure what to do. So I'm sure with time it'll feel more comfortable and like get a little rhythm going to them. So yeah. So I think I will call it a night tonight. And it was such a delight spending time with each and every one of you. Thank you for your comments, for your subscribes, and for just being here and engaging in the conversation and sharing a part of your own journey and your own wisdom and your own just like soul with everyone here. I really deeply appreciate each and every one of you. I love you, and you're incredible, and just keep being you. And before we go, say it with me. I am enough. I matter. I make a difference. My life is important, and I get to be me. All right. Okay, my friends. Good night, everyone. Yes. And as Greg says, good night, everyone. God bless. And thank you for being here. I love you. I think you're the best. And I will see you next time. And I will have another recording up in a few days. So, okie dokie. Bye.